ever since then, so I'm used to that.
There's not noise. It feels like there's a huge part missing because my mom's really low-key, my sister's really low-key, and I'm pretty low-key, but my dad's just sets off the balance from everyone else in the house. So it's a lot different having him in the house than when he's not here.
When I'm done and I'm on the road, one of the things I don't want to do is really see anybody. That may sound surprising, but I don't really want to see anybody. I don't know, I think because you're plugged in so much, you're always talking to people, you're always hanging out with people, that when you get home, it's just you're done.
He does like to be home, you know, that's true. But he still is talking a lot. He's on the phone, or he's, like I said, bothering us.
When we first moved to Georgia, I'm one of these guys that actually like to cut my own lawn. I like to trim my own hedges. That's kind of one of those mental things you do. It's kind of relaxing. So one day, car pulls up, beautiful BMW, and the man rolls down his window. Now, keep in mind that I have my baseball cap on, a t-shirt, some shorts, and some sandals. And the guy rolls up right there as I'm trimming the hedges, and he pulls down his window and says, "Hi." So what do I say? "Hi." Anyway, he says, "Do you know who lives here?" Now, you know who he thought I was, right? He thought I was the gardener. So anyway, I remember reaching him inside, going, "Hi, my name is Victor Gonzalez. I'm one of your new neighbors." And I could see his face go, "Wow, there goes the neighborhood."
I've never seen him live speaking, no. Because public speaking to me would be terrifying. So I think that if I'm in the audience, you know, I'd be nervous for him, you know. So I don't even want to, you know, do that. You know what I mean?
I would think you don't talk so much at home that
yeah, really, I want to pay him to be quiet.
My family's from Puerto Rico. I was born and raised in Chicago, as you know. And I always get the question, "Victor, do you have a green card? Do you need one to be here?"
What you see out there is how he is at home, basically.
What do you think I say to that? No. But I do tell him I have one. It's called American Express.
He acts a lot more different around the house. He's not as calm as a regular dad. Most dads will be, you know, just mellowed out more. He goes around the house singing, dancing. You know, you could see the motivational speaker in him, because a motivational speaker would not act as calm as most dads. You know, when I go to my friend's house, it's just not the same. He's not a normal dad, that's for sure.
There's a reason I'm going through all these cards, because I want you to understand something. These are all the ideas that I think are good. My horse's voice, because again, I've been speaking for 2 weeks on the road. What do you expect? Anyway, so these are all the different things I write down. And so as I go through all this, you're probably saying, "Man, that's a lot of stuff. Are you going to speak about all this?" No, the sad thing is that all this is now, I take the best stuff here, put this to the side, and then I whittle it down to 5 cards. Well, now in this case, I'm down to 6 cards, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, knowing how I speak, because I talk a lot, now that I got 6 cards, I take the best from there. Phase 2 of the process, I now whittle it down to 1 card. This is a 45-minute keynote. You know, part of my success when it comes to speaking, as far as memorizing speeches so it comes across naturally, you often see a lot of speakers use notes. You know, if you use notes, you suck. As a speaker, you can't control how the crowd's going to react, but you can control how you perform. And a speaker is a solo job. It's one of those things where it's you. And there was a guy, his name is Larry Winger. He said something important. He said, if you're nervous about speaking, you don't know your content. Because if you have to think about it, you don't know it. In my mind, during the night, I'll just think about the speech over and over again. And I'll be able to run on pure adrenaline from here to tomorrow night at 9 o'clock. After I finish the speech tomorrow, you will see me unplug the battery so hard that I will crash right after that. That's how I usually work, but that's how I do it, folks. I try to shoot for the 80-20 rule. 80% of my content has to be fresh. Something new, something exciting. And just go from there. But 20% I always keep in because you need it. It's related material. Like if it's a college market, you know, they always want to hear about my college experience. You know, you got to throw that in there because, like any good speaker, what do you want to do? Relate to your audience. And when you're speaking to a bunch of college students, if they see you come across as a corporate guy or a business guy, they're not going to listen to you. They're just going to shut down on you, and that's it. No more conversation. So what I try to do within the first couple of minutes is just kind of, I don't know, relate to them.
So I pulled down the bingo card and I'm looking through this, looking at the different majors. And the first major I look at, it said civil engineering. I didn't know what that meant. I didn't want to be nice to people, so I said no. So second, it said, the second one was mechanical engineer. And I said, man, I don't want to fix cars either. Right? And then the third one I saw was aerospace engineers. And I said, who wants to go to outer space? Not me. Then I saw electrical engineering, and guess, and the light bulb went off, right?
When I first started doing the high school and the college market, what I started doing was a standard speech, you know, start. Tell them what you're going to tell them, and then tell them what you just told them, your basic construction of a speech. And I wasn't having any fun, and I guess my audience wasn't having any fun because nobody was booking me again. And that's usually an indication. If you're not getting rebooked, you know, at least one time again, that's a problem. So if I'm not going to make any money, I might as well just have some fun doing this. And I started messing around and having fun with my audience, but still delivering some content. And it was a hit. And at that point, I got the first inkling that maybe I'd finally found my style.
Now I need a volunteer. You right there. Bow tie man. Now, Manny, I'm going to tell him a story. And the only way this story is going to work is that if you to the brim. You ever see those classes that have 300 to 500 people in the room? I've never seen anything like it. And so I'm sitting there.